Hey, Yati? Yati? Hey! Sorry, Kak. Good to see you.
Miss you.
Yeah, we miss you too.
ค่ะกินข้าว
Breakfast? Ooh, looks good.
โชว์
Porridge.
ข้าวเบอร์ทำของพ่อพี่เจ
So good to be back. It's been 3 years, but it just feels like yesterday. I miss your food, Yati. I miss your cooking. So in 2019, I came to Thailand to learn a bit more about farming. And that's where I met Suritra, who later introduced me to Yati.
Suritra is a Thai chef who is a big advocate of indigenous food culture and ingredients. And Yati is a new generation Pa Ka Yaw leader of the village.
The feeling of being back is very warm and very fuzzy.
แต่ว่า
I just jumped right into breakfast with them and it just felt like I didn't leave Thailand in the first place. And the best part is that everything here is grown by the farmers themselves. Grown with love and cooked with love. You sure?
During this dry season, you start to hear cricket.
Oh,
This one, Chris.
this is cricket.
Yes. Now and someone just passed here.
Ah, so cool. I mean, it doesn't look anything like cricket, right?
Yes, right. That is how the proteins be disguised in different appearance.
Oh, so good. It's like really spicy, really savory.
Chris, here. I think something that
You're finding the legs for me? Cricket legs for breakfast. I'm not kidding, it's really good. So I think with this now, the meal feels complete. Now it feels like I'm in Pa Ka Yaw tribe. And also with everyone like coming in and disappearing, that's also part of the life. I really love eating, in the communal fashion with them. It's just so relaxed being here. Yeah. I forget that I'm a city boy. Like all my worries just seem to go away when I'm here.
The Pa Ka Yaw's harmonious relationship with nature has drawn me back to Hui Yi Kang village. What lessons can I learn from the way they live off the land? I've always felt that if we could find a middle ground between indigenous and urban farming, we would become better farmers and growers. I want to understand how the Pa Ka Yaw have been sustaining themselves through traditional knowledge. Yati's younger brother, Pa Yaw, has offered to show me the ropes.
I think the children have gone far ahead. Can't see them anymore. I see cows.
ข้าวเดี๋ยวเก็บขี้บัวแล้วก็ให้อาหารไก่นะพี่นะ
Take the poop, alright.
ครับ
I'm ready. Ooh, this one particularly smells not too good. This is my favorite job. This is black gold. So this will all become fertilizer for plants. So don't waste anything on the farm. Where to?
เก็บ
On the floor? I think in an urban environment, we tend to think that everything has to be overly manicured and planned. But being out here and learning about how nature works, you realize that you can bring some of these lessons to the urban area as well.
ไป
Okay,
โอเค
not okay.
ใช่ไหมไปไหม
Damn, this is heavy. So I like this approach. Very fast free. And you can tell like the same food that we feed the cow, the bananas, I just ate it. So there's this idea of sharing as well. You don't have to just give animals something special. We forget that even people, we're also part of nature. And so sharing is important.
In such an environment, it's easy to feel in sync with nature.
Oh! Hey! Wow!
Even the young children are skilled at sustaining themselves with what nature has to offer.
Well done!
พูดได้เลยกะนายเองนี่ขาดไม่ได้เลย
I'm starving after a morning of hard work, and Panya tells me that he has something special planned for lunch.
นี่คริส
Yeah.
นี่
Oh, there's a bamboo.
บู
In this bamboo, there's a little hole here. Apparently, that's where the
Okay,
bamboo
yeah,
worm is. The worm's for lunch. We're removing a part of the bamboo to reach the worm. It's definitely a lot harder than it looks. Oh, it's a dart. It's empty.
เดี๋ยวเราไปกันอีกต้นพี่
Alright, let's try the other bamboo. Hopefully, we have better luck.
เนี่ยคือถ้ามันไม่มีอ่ะพี่มันถ้ามีมันช่วงปล้องมันจะถ้ามันมีอ่ะมันจะมีปล้องสั้นๆอ่ะพี่เห็นไหมปล้องมันจะทีๆได้นะแล้วมันจะมีรูตรงนี้พี่เนี่ย
Yeah, there's a
Room
hole
on the-
there. Yeah.
นี่เดี๋ยว
Okay.
จะตัดให้ดูเนี่ยพี่คริสมันมีน้ำไหลเลย
It's okay.
โอเคอ้าวใช่ไหม
Whoa.
เออ
So why is there all this water coming out?
พอเธอนี่รูมันมีรูหวนมาแล้วก็มันไหลมาตรงนี้นี่พี่คริสมาตรงนี้
Yeah.
มีรูเนี่ยรูมันมีรู
So the water is collecting in all the holes at the side. So I need to find. This is the hole. So I'm gonna start cutting here.
เหมือนว่า
Not easy, man. Not easy at all.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, cut my hand.
เดินไม่ใช่ไหมยังไงนะพี่
Oh, hey, yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
เอาพี่คริสคริส
Oh, oh wow.
นี่
I got cut by pulling out the bamboo. I slipped my hand. Pa Yaw just gave me this herb
เห็นไหม
to put on my. I need to chew it and spit it here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Using my the same thing that cut me to
ห้ามเลือก
to heal me. Pa Yaw, what is the name of this plant?
ชอโพเกะชอโพเกะ
Okay, so I'll chew it.
เขียวแค่นี้คริสเขียว ถ้าเคี้ยวที่นี่เนี่ยมันจะอันนี้นะจะชาลิ้นแต่เคี้ยวเนี่ยหน้าฟัน
It's really good. It's really soothing. I think it's really working, and I'm not making this up because the first bandage feels a lot less painful now. It has a soothing effect. All because of lunch, which is right there. Wow, that's cool. You're using the bamboo as a bag. Okay.
โอเค เอา
Oh, whoa. Oh, so do I take it in? That's crazy. There's like hundreds of them in here. Pa Yaw, do you eat it? No. Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
very good
It's good. All right.
กินได้
It's good.
สกล้วย
Yeah.
เนี่ย
It's kind of, it's really creamy. There's a slight savory taste as well. It's delicious. Wow. For many years, I've been wanting to eat a grab like this. I've been waiting for the day to come, and it's finally here. Actually, I'm like super happy and super excited.
Just when I thought that was the highlight of the day, Pa Yaw has one more surprise.
Oh wow, Pa Yaw's making a bowl. I just love how you're using everything to make stuff. Thank you.
ทำอย่างนี้นะพี่คริสอย่างนี้แล้วเป็นอย่างนี้ตักลงไป
Okay, brush away the dirt and then drink it.
อะไรไหม Good.
Wow, it's so cold and refreshing. Lovely. How do you know that this water is clean?
อ๋ออันนี้เราก็เรียนรู้มาจากบรรพบุรุษของเราพี่คือตั้งแต่ปู่ย่าตายายพ่อแม่ คือเขาก็จะมาตักน้ำดื่มที่เนี่ยมาเอากันที่นี่แต่เราไม่รู้ว่ามันดื่มได้ยังไงนะแต่ว่ามันจะมีแค่ปีละไม่กี่เดือนน้ำนี่นะอร่อยใช่ไหม
Really lovely. Thanks, Pa Yaw. So good.
Knowledge that has transcended time and passed down through generations. That's how the Pa Ka Yaw have been living off the land for years.
When we talk about indigenous knowledge, I think there's often a perception that it's very dated, it's not relevant. But after spending the day with the Pa Ka Yaw people, I realized that actually it's very functional. In fact, we managed to get food, medicine, and materials all from, the forest. I'm just really impressed by Pa Yaw's knowledge. He's made everything look so effortless. Let's try it. From sourcing for the bamboo worms all the way to cooking it.
Nom. Peppermint.
Oh, peppermint!
Mint.
Oh. I think it's his understanding of nature. He's just really in harmony and very in touch with nature. And he's so at ease. He's such a laid-back guy, but he's managed to show me so many things. And I think that's really, really powerful.
ต้องกินข้าวเลยไหม
Wow. Oh, so good.
อร่อย
Alright.
อร่อยซอสอย่างเดียว
Just salt. That's all you need. It's just mind-boggling how good it is. It's something I could eat every day. I could eat it all 3 meals. Yeah. I'm really at a loss for words right now.
คริส
Oh, what is that?
วิสกี้
Whiskey. I also think that it's really amazing that this knowledge has been passed down generations and it's been kept and built over this time. It's almost like a treasure that money can't buy. My wish is that these sorts of knowledge can be passed down to people living in the city.
But in Singapore, where modernity doesn't wait for traditions, how can we ensure such knowledge continues to be preserved? The answer lies in the Genomic Sequencing project by the SingHealth Duke NUS Institute of Biodiversity Medicine. Since 2018, the Institute has been running an ambitious program to preserve the biodiversity heritage of Southeast Asian plants. And it started with a thorny fruit all Singaporeans love.
Durians for breakfast. I love this job. Yeah. So Cedric, why do you start with the durian in this project?
Because our institute heads, we all love durians. So at that time, there were very scanty information about durian. In fact, none in the international arena. So we set on a mission to kind of understanding the durian and its genome. It was a grand challenge, and 5-6 years later, we got the genome published. And to this date, the article, the Nature Genetics, has about 56,000 readers on it.
And it's not just the durian that has been sequenced.
We have about 100 species of regional plants here, about 50 of them sequenced. Most of them has got therapeutic value. And then we also have those that are known to be used for specific diseases. And that's why the genome sequencing projects has been very enriching to us as well, because preserving the knowledge is conserving the genome as well.
This process enables the DNA of the plants to be recorded and studied. Researchers then explore multiple ways a plant may be used to treat diseases and promote health.
This tall guy behind me, we call it Lea indica. We have sequenced it. Early studies have found that it's got loads of anti-cancer properties. So it's still in its early phase, but the genomic sequencing did give us very good headway of what are the compounds that actually found in this leaf. On your right, you see the curry leaf. I think wonderful. Everybody knows curry leaf, right? And then, that nice herbal woody scent?
Yeah.
They're known to be anti-anxiety, and it's actually been sequenced. And we know what are the genes that are actually making these compounds.
I just came back from Thailand and living with the people who practice this traditional knowledge, seeing it in action, I know it works, but it's hard to put a finger on the specifics of the applications.
The Genomic Sequencing Project puts these claims under a scientific microscope, creating data that allows Cedric and his team to turn this knowledge into products.
A lot of our culinary herbs, in fact medicinal to start with, they were used in the early days because they were supposed to prevent the food from spoiling. This is what they used to do in the olden days as well.
Oh.
Yeah, dried curry leaf in pot of coconut oil. Let it simmer for about 2 hours. From the garden, the genome, establishing the phytocompound, and now we're getting the phytocompounds out. And then over time, these phytocompounds, we're going to use them, for therapeutic purposes, where these are made into aromatherapeutic products like hand rubs and all that, where, our cancer patients will be given some of this oil to actually smell and to test for their response.
Oh, hey, whoa.
Yes.
It's very savory. I feel like I could put this in all my dishes. I drizzle it on my fried rice, on my noodles.
We also have a smelling stick. So it's anti-stress curry leaves blend. Let's take a sniff, which is amazing. Yeah, this is infused with all the goodies of essential oils.
Such a brilliant idea, really.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a herbal property to it.
It's no longer savory, right? It's changed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like eating it, but I definitely feel a lot more relaxed.
Yes, it's got anti-nausea, anxiety.
Yeah, it's just like, I can't imagine this little plant.
Yeah.
There's so many dimensions
It's
that you can
amazing.
get out of it.
Yeah.
A, T, C, and G. Actually, I have no idea what's going on, but this is just really, really fascinating how the building blocks are just this, everything's on this screen. And it seems so simple, but it's actually so complex.
Traditional knowledge, working in tandem with science, has shown me new perspectives. I wonder what other possibilities we can unlock if we paid more attention to the Pa Ka Yaw's indigenous practices.
This journey up here was quite a treacherous one. We came all the way to this forest. Are there easier ways or other ways to grow coffee?
มันเรื่องมันยาวนะเพราะว่าที่นี่สู้เรื่องเกี่ยวกับคนอยู่กับป่า
Kui has been growing coffee in the forest for over 20 years. What started out as a mission to prove that sustainable farming practices can be commercially viable has become much more than that.
พื้นที่ของพี่น้องปากกยอก็จะเป็นลักษณะแบบว่าเก็บป่าไว้เพื่อใช้ประโยชน์ในเรื่องของการสร้างบ้านการมาใช้ฟืนหรือว่าใช้ประโยชน์อื่นเนี่ยแล้วก็มองว่ามันเป็นพื้นที่ป่าพอรายได้ปุ๊บเราก็เลยมองว่าเกษตรตัวไหนหรือว่าพืชตัวไหนที่เหมาะสำหรับสวนระดับนี้ที่มีต้นไม้ด้วยแล้วก็สร้างรายได้ด้วยมันเป็นพืชตัวหนึ่งที่เหมาะสำหรับก็คือกาแฟที่สามารถอยู่ใต้ร่มไม้ได้แล้วก็เลยเอามาปลูก
Kui, have you always grown coffee in this way in the forest?
กาแฟเนี่ยถูกส่งเสริมมาหลายปีแล้วโดยที่รุ่นพ่อรุ่นปู่ย่าตายายแหละลงมาแล้วก็พ่อแม่ก็สืบทอดมาแต่ว่าพอมาเรื่องลูกก็คิดต่อว่าอาจจะต้องเป็นเรื่องเกษตรยั่งยืนอาจจะต้องมีข้างบนใช้ประโยชน์ได้ข้างล่างใต้ดินต้องใช้ประโยชน์ให้ได้แล้วก็สร้างรายได้ด้วยว่าเรามองกาแฟเราไม่ได้มองเป็นธุรกิจใหญ่เราคิดว่ามันก็เป็นพืชตัวหนึ่งที่สามารถเลี้ยงเราได้นอกจากกาแฟแล้วมันยังมีพืชอื่นที่สายพันธุ์ใหม่เรื่อยๆคือกาแฟถ้าปลูกดีแล้วเนี่ยไม่จำเป็นต้องปลูกใหม่1 ปีแล้วก็พอ3 ปีให้ผลผลิตมันจะให้ผลผลิตถึง20 30 ถึง 100 ปีแต่ว่าจะต้องมีการตัดแต่ง
So as a conventional farmer, we might think that all these weeds around the coffee are actually robbing nutrients from the coffee. So actually, why is this method so good?
มันเป็นวิธีผมเข้าใจว่ามันเป็นวิธีคิดของเกษตรระบบใหม่ที่ว่าอาจจะต้องไม่มีอะไรในต้นกาแฟหรือว่าต้นพืชที่เราปลูกไว้แต่ว่าจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยไร่กาแฟยิ่งมีความหลากหลายผมคิดว่ายิ่งมีความหลากหลายเพราะว่าถ้าอาหารที่นี่มันจะแต่ละพื้นที่จะแตกต่างกันถ้าสมมติว่าพื้นที่นี้ไม่มีพืชอื่นแล้วก็ฆ่าหญ้าหมดกาแฟอาจจะรสชาติไม่ดีผมคิดว่าที่นี่เนี่ยอาจจะมีกาแฟที่นี่อาจจะมีรสชาติเฉพาะที่เรามีความหลากหลายไม่ว่าหญ้าไม่ว่าต้นไม้ใบไม้ตกลงมาผมคิดว่ามันจะเป็นรสชาติเฉพาะ
The dark color, but it's not so big. It's okay?
อันนี้จะยาก
Okay.
แต่ไม่ได้ไม่ดีนะไม่ได้
Okay.
ต้อง
This is good.
ต้อง
So this one I don't want.
ก็คือแต่ว่าปกติแล้วความเข้าใจของเรื่องกาแฟหลายๆคนจะไม่เก็บอย่างนี้รูปอย่างนี้ไม่ดีต้องเก็บเฉพาะสีเลือกสีเก็บได้อย่างนี้ได้
Okay, so you want to let it ripen naturally and you don't take out even the green ones. Because some of the companies, they use the big machines, right? And then they just pour out everything and that's not good.
กาแฟที่เราทำก็คือเราจะไม่รูปอย่างนี้ไม่ดีเพราะว่ามันก็จะเป็นแผลแล้วก็ทำให้ต้นกาแฟเนี่ยสมเราก็เลยเลือกทำกาแฟที่ดีแล้วก็ต้องเก็บทีละเม็ด
It's super sweet. It's almost like a plum, eating a plum. And then if we try something like that, which is also red, but it's green on the top. Let's see how it tastes.
ไม่หวาน
There's a stark difference. There's not much flavor in it at all.
ไม่หวาน
Don't even try this.
Okay.
I can imagine this would be like really hard and sour. I can't even chew through it. Yeah, it's just crazy how much sweeter this one is. And I think you can't beat like just having someone actually see it and pluck it individually versus a machine and just going through it.
Coffee grown in the shade of the forest, harnessing the diversity of nature to build its flavor. Kui's story provides so many valuable lessons on how humans can work with nature in mutually beneficial ways.
ก็เลยเก็บว่าชุมชนกาแฟเราก็มีสวนหลังบ้านก็มีกาแฟเราก็เลยคิดว่ามันน่าจะเอากาแฟพวกนี้หลังบ้านเนี่ยเอามาทำแปรรูปแล้วก็น่าจะให้คนในชุมชนหรือว่าเราเองเนี่ยได้ชิมว่ารสชาติเป็นยังไงแต่ว่าในที่นี้เนี่ยเรามองว่าคิดว่าคือมันเป็นพืชตัวหนึ่งที่มันสามารถเข้าไปอยู่ในสวนกาแฟได้แล้วมันเป็นรายได้ เป็นรายได้ตลอดทั้งปีก็คือเป็นประเด็นที่ว่าพอเป็นประเด็นที่เราทำกาแฟแล้วมันอยู่ใต้ร่มไม้แล้วก็ไม่ต้องดูแลเยอะเนี่ยมันก็เลยกลายเป็นก็คือเหมือนว่าเป็นตัวอย่างเล็กๆที่กระจายออกไปแล้วให้หลายหมู่บ้านมาเรียนรู้เพราะว่าเราจะต้องลงไปพื้นที่ไปสอนไม่ใช่ร้านกาแฟนะผมถือว่าเป็นพื้นที่พูดคุยแลกเปลี่ยนแล้วก็มีมุมกาแฟ
With your projects, you've been wanting to inspire young people. Have you actually seen any of these projects come through?
มันสำเร็จไหมเนี่ยมันขึ้นอยู่แต่ว่าแต่ละคนเนี่ยคิดว่าสำเร็จได้มาแลกเปลี่ยนได้มีเครือข่ายได้มีตลาดบ้างผมคิดว่านี่แหละคือความสำเร็จแล้ว
When you do this on a cold day, because the heat is really nice and warm and you feel it on your face. No?
โอเค
I'll hold it. Ooh, wow. That's beautiful. Having harvested, roasted, and brewed the coffee, this whole journey of coffee now feels complete. Nice. I think I can really relate to Gree's journey because as an urban farmer, there was no roadmap. There was no one to follow. What I've learned was to take traditional or fundamental knowledge and apply it to an audience that is more modern. So I think what Gree has done is really impressive because he has taken a very common product, coffee, and turned it into a whole range of endless possibilities.
But more importantly, Gree has given me an idea on how a simple drink can help spark the right conversations about sustainability.
Hey man,
Yeah,
how are you?
good, good.
How's it going? Take a seat. Welcome, welcome.
Oh yeah.
Meet Mark, the brewmeister who is going to help me bottle the flavour of wild Singapore in a beer. He doesn't know it yet, but that's also going to be the beer that I'll be serving at my upcoming wedding.
For my brand, Young Brewing, we do a lot of local inspired beers that utilizes local inspired ingredients and flavors as well. So we have one that is Cheng Teng inspired.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe I should let you try one of
Cheng
these.
in a beer?
Yes, Cheng Teng in a beer.
No way.
It tastes good.
Okay, let's do it.
Cheng Teng for me is something that is dear to my heart, something that I enjoy. So for me, I wanted to capture the caramel essence of the Cheng Teng. But at the same time, I also wanted to capture some of the lychee alongan that traditionally you will find in Cheng Teng. But there's no lychee alongan added to it. That's the whole beauty of it.
The color actually looks like Cheng Teng.
Yeah, it is. Cheers.
Cheers.
Like it?
Nice. I've got a secret present for you.
Oh, what do you have?
Alright.
Oh, what is this?
So this will be considered a weed in the local terms, and most people would try to remove this from the ground.
Okay.
Because it's in the way. But if you dare, you can give it a go. You can try a leaf.
Okay. No worries, man. Oh. What is this? This is like. This tastes like laksa. Is it laksa? No.
No. This is called shiny bush. It does have a shiny screen on it.
Yes.
Also called peperomia. It's actually a very pleasant flavor, right?
It is.
It's something you could eat every day.
Like as a garnish, adds small layers of texture as well. Or you can even add it to cocktails as well.
That's the beauty of using local herbs.
I see.
Firstly, they are very, very flavorful. different parts of the plant have different flavor profiles, and you can often utilize the whole part of the plant. And so that's kind of what I've been doing in the past few years as an urban farmer.
I see.
Trying to help people see the value of these underutilized herbs growing in underutilized spaces.
I mean, it looks fairly normal, but yet there's so much flavors to it. And for me, it's about unlocking flavors, be it obvious flavors or very hidden flavors. I think it's an interesting journey that I think we should, go out there and see what's beyond the horizon.
Oh yeah.
Well, since Mark says his game,
Bro, where are we going?
Oh, I've got a friend who's bringing us to discover the wild and exotic flavors of Singapore.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, dude? Cool man.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Let me show you a good time. Currently, I am a landscaper who focuses on edibles. I was doing foraging before I did landscaping.
So you're a foodscaper.
to help Mark experience the flavours of wild Singapore, I've engaged the help of a local forager and good friend. If anybody knows anything worth eating in the wild, it's Esmond.
I feel like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
Gandalf. And with all the hobbits. Oversized.
Oversized hobbit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you this. You see this fluffy stuff over here? So they call it Costa's curse. So a curse in the sense that it's such an invasive weed. It really spreads really quickly. However, it's got these little hairy, weird blueberries. Okay, so
It looks kind of scary.
it does, doesn't it?
Spiky and non-friendly.
Wait, so just pop it in.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
right?
Oh,
You see,
It's like blueberry.
hairy berries aren't that bad.
It tastes like blueberry.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
amazing. It's just so refreshing coming to the wilderness, the untouched wilderness.
So this is what I wanted to show you all. So this is wild sugar cane.
The leaves are beautiful.
Yes, and careful
Oh.
So sugar cane tends to have the prickly hairs. The edge is sharp, like bamboo hairs that stick into your skin. Yeah, so don't grab it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So although this wild sugar cane doesn't have the sweetness of a cultivated sugar cane, you can try. Nice.
This is like the precious gold.
Just strip it all the way to its innermost thing.
This looks like lemongrass.
Yeah, like lemongrass.
No harm in trying, I think. Right?
There is a slight floral, very slight, like jasmine.
A little bit. Foraging can be for many things. For now, right now, we are sort of approaching it from a sort of a cuisine sort of a thing, what is delicious. But there's also a survivalist element to it. So I'll just let you see what I mean when I say it's not sweet.
It's definitely a jaw workout.
Sugarcane.
It's sugarcane
I mean, it's just sugarcane vibe. Yeah, it is.
But also I could imagine this complementing like a regular sugar cane because all you get is pure sweetness. It's so one-dimensional.
Okay, let me take one for each of you. Crush and smell.
Oh, curry leaf.
Smells like curry, yeah? Kind of looks like curry. Sorry, this is not curry. This is, not fantastic, yeah. So
Yeah.
What a scam.
this is
Foster.
not curry, this is called false curry. So over here we've got a spray of the berries. Curry fruit is an umbel, so it's an umbrella shaped thing. This is a spray. Okay? Also, curry berries taste like curry flavored blueberries. False curry on the other hand, they tend to have a little bit of a stringency, a little bit bitter.
It almost tastes like grapefruit.
Yeah.
Skin.
Yeah, like a little bit acrid in that sense. Like I always think of like resin or something. I don't know.
Maybe, yes.
The curryness of it. Yeah, it's a bit of that sourness, very slight. There's a bit of that fruitiness. It tastes like a sweet, juicy passion fruit or something. And of course, that dryness, like a white wine. But it's just like boom, 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 boom. Like someone's like smashing me in a back alley. So interesting, but it's also a bit bitter, like that slightly off-putting bitter. It's cool. It's like, whoa. It's still in my mouth. Esmond, is this tree commonly found around Singapore?
Common enough to be confused. Oh, this is our curry tree. And yeah, it's not a curry tree. Common enough that it was actually like lining the path Like all over the place. Because the birds love it so much, they deposit it all over the place.
This fruit is like a raw diamond, you know. There's like so much potential, amazing things in there just waiting to be unearthed. Potentially would make a really nice flavour in the beer. I don't know what about it yet, but
Yeah,
it's just
I think this is quite interesting
cool.
because it has got a little bit of complexity. There's like, and you can't really nail a certain taste to it.
And it gives you thought. I mean, you can stop and think about what went into this drink.
Could be something that we could,
Very good. And I guess one of the added bonuses is because it's so abundant, I then don't feel too bad about harvesting it. Because there's etiquette and we always leave behind more than enough for the original consumers of this berry, which would be the birds. Yeah.
there's so much value in the flavours of what we discovered today. And all we needed is someone like Esmond. The one thing that had the biggest impression on me was the false curry. The fruit was so surprisingly unique and special and complex.
It had like grapefruit flavors, but it also had grassy notes as well that we could potentially do for our brews. There's a sense of discovery to what potentially we could forage in a while.
Actually, I've done foraging multiple times in Singapore. Today's a novelty for me, so I'm quite surprised that even the same places would have something new for me to discover.
Capturing the flavour of wild Singapore. That's the goal we have set for ourselves. Now that Mark has had a taste of it, I'm curious to find out what ideas he has for the brew.
I think our foraging journey was very interesting. I think we saw a lot of very unexpected plants along the way. Perhaps as part of the thought process of what we want to achieve and want to create. It's also to mix different flavors as well. A combination of something that's a little bit more citrusy, something that's a little bit more floral, or perhaps something a little bit more on the spicy side. So that's why I brought lemon peel as well. And for the floral notes, I brought chamomile, osmanthus, and also roselle.
So I'm just curious to know, is there a reason why you chose these flowers, which are, I guess, not super local?
I would say if you were to forage in a wild, the quantity of which you could actually use is quite low. You need a fair amount of some of these flowers in order for the flavors to actually come through.
Practically, I think we agree that it is not possible to source for these ingredients locally at this point of time. So it helps me also as a grower to accept that fact.
Ultimately, I'm creating a beer. A combination of these flavors brings out certain flavor profiles that may evoke the flavors that we smell or even tasted during our foraging journey. The best way to actually, see whether it works or not, you just kind of
Okay, very interesting. Gotta smell everything at once.
Yeah, you can smell everything at once.
I'm gonna look like a silly person. Oh,
really smell it. When you put everything in a bowl like that, you don't smell one particular element.
Yeah.
So I think it's exactly how how I felt when we were foraging.
Smelling this really brings me back to the time where me and Mark first smelled the floral notes from the false curry. So now I see the link with what Mark is trying to achieve. It completes the story for me. What we experience in foraging, we're able to present it in a beer and tell a story that people are able to understand.
Flavour profile checked. It's time to get cracking. I've heard that brewing beer is hard work, so a little pick-me-up is in order.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah, you don't.
Which is dangerous.
I like make beers that's a little bit easier to drink. I mean, it's a bit more approachable lah. It's very it's suitable for the Asian palate.
You know what else is dangerous?
Drinking too much.
No, your sexy shots.
Oh my god! Wanted to recreate a combination of two flavor profiles, which is a very floral and a citrusy notes to it. Citrusy notes comes from the orange peel and the lemon peel. The flowers will be a combination. Each plays a certain role to it. Like for the roselle, it gives a little bit of the color as well. Chamomile is very calming. The flavor profile is similar to chrysanthemum. I call this the flavor bomb, the osmanthus flower. This is like really in your face. We have to be very careful with what we add in because you don't want it to be osmanthus beer. and
You're
enjoy.
teaching me the lesson of restraint. Less is more.
Less is more. Less flavor is better.
Mark starts off by brewing the hops for 45 minutes.
Now we're going to add in the citrus flavor into the kettle. Let it steep for about 15 minutes.
Sauna in here. Eh?
Yeah, it's hot. The job scope requirement.
Now I know why you wear your short shorts.
Yep. It's boiling. So the boil at 100 degrees helps to extract the oils from the orange and the lemon. Whereas the flowers, a little bit of hot water, all the flavors will come out. Because if you steep this at boiling temperature, there will be a lot of astringency, which is not that desirable.
Which is why the flowers are only added right at the end, after the brew has stopped boiling.
So now we
Yes.
just wait.
Yes, yes. Wait for the best.
Pray for the best. I trust you, man.
Yeah, of course. It will be good. Don't worry. It will be good. Cheers.
It's the moment of truth. Have we captured the flavors of wild Singapore in a brew? I brought along Cheryl, my fiancée, for the final taste test before we bottle it.
So it's been what, a month?
About 4 weeks.
Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Really, really excited. Oh! Wow, so foamy.
Yeah. Let the foam settle a little bit.
Let's cheers it.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
I think the beer is getting too excited.
Yeah.
Cheers, thanks, Mark. Citrusy. I think it's really light. It reminds me of summer, but I don't know. It's still Singapore, I think.
It feels Singapore.
It feels, yeah, it's pretty Singapore.
So what's our verdict?
For our verdict, you go first.
I would say 20 upon 10,
50 upon 10.
50 upon 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Okay,
You
no.
just have to win, don't you?
Yes, exactly.
We've been on a journey, like discovering new flavors that we have never experienced before. This is the end product, but you know, it's like bits and pieces where we're revealing the story slowly, but not giving it all at one shot.
Yeah.
We should share the story at our wedding. We should like tell them about how it came about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We went to the woods and went through some crazy adventure.
And dug up some roselle, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We named the beer Foliage Voyage, and the plan is to release it commercially at Mark's bar and restaurant, the Kong Si. Over the past week, I've experienced how agriculture is inextricably bound to every part of Pa Ka Yaw life. Today, Kui has invited me to participate in something special, their annual rice harvest.
โอเคน่าอยู่นะอะไรวินเลยเยอะเลย
We're cutting the rice and I'm tying them in bunches.
น้ำปลาเยอะ
Okay.
อืม
It's like really fun. It's like this community activity. Everyone's super chill and super friendly.
เสื้อดอลิสมมติว่าเราจักคู่ใช่ไหมพี่จักคู่ถ้าคู่นั้นคือหมายว่าชอบหรือว่าเป็นคู่กันดีเนี่ยคือเขาก็จะยื่นให้ดีๆนี่นะ
Yeah.
ถ้าสมมุติว่าก็คือมันก็จะบ่งบอกถึงไม่ชอบมันก็จะอย่างนี้มันก็จะจัดยากนิดนึงอันนี้คือคนที่อย่างนี้นะโอเคอันนี้ชอบ
So that means you fancy me because when you're making it easy for me by passing it this way. All these rice courtship strategies. I wonder what it'll look like in the city. Will we be passing each other vegetables? Yeah, it's so cute. I find it really, really adorable. It's like really, really old school courtship.
ดีมากลองดู
Alright.
I'll do.
I have upgraded. I'm now the harvester.
คลิกต้องอย่างนี้โอเค
Okay. I think I'm sending mixed signals to him. Like, I love you not. I think he's confused. Spending time with Gui and the other farmers the past few days have taught me that farming is not just about farming. You know, it's about courtship, it's about food, it's about medicine. It's really a whole holistic way of living. And I think we probably need to start conversations about how to get some of these lessons into our daily lives. That can probably make the world a better place when we start to incorporate a much more holistic way of thinking, not just growing food for food, but a much deeper thing, and build communities together.
Hey, we got stuck again! Better appreciate the next cup of coffee, man. This is what the farmers have to go through.
Set.